Hello everyone, welcome to How to Excel YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about one of the very important feature, which is drop down feature. And I am going to take one example, which is creating to-do list. And here I will use drop down function in the Google Sheet and will show you how to use it. Here in this video I'm going to use Google Sheet, and in Google Sheet whenever we create a to-do list, drop down feature is very important. So let's start how exactly we can use drop down. Before start, here you can see I have sample data. I have created a team member column, then task type, then the priority, assigned date, deadline, status, week, and month. So let's say the six team members I have, I will assign some different tasks to them. For example, Chandler will work on, let's say, social media campaign. Joy will work on SEO, and Rachel will work on vendor payment. Ross will work on uh, client meeting, and then Monica will work on performance marketing, and Phoebe will work on email marketing. Okay, so these are some sample tasks I have assigned to these people, and now here we have a task type. Let's say I'm just because this is sample, I'm just adding, I think, two or three types I will add here. Digital marketing. Okay, digital marketing, digital marketing, digital marketing, digital marketing. For these two people I'm adding let's say let's say account management. Okay, now priority. The priority I'm going to put here is, so it will be high, it can be highest, it can be medium, it can be low, right? So now I'm going to use drop down feature, and you will see how we can use it. So whenever we assign task to anyone, you will find a lot of tasks will be it will be used multiple times. The same task, the same elements we use multiple tasks. For example, uh, let's say these are the tasks we will assign to my team members for in the first week. The next week again we will assign a lot of tasks, right? So it a lot of things will be repeated. For example, task name will repeat again, task type will be almost same every time. Like if I'm going to assign this particular task to this person, or any kind of digital marketing task to anyone, these kind of tasks will be there, right? And the priority will be four or five times of priority, and so again it will be the same, right? Like I'm talking about, like this week I have assigned this task to these people. Next week also maybe I will add few more tasks, or maybe the same task will be repeated again. So to avoid the repetition, like I'm going to add everything, typing everything, what we can do is we can add an option where we can choose the same thing which we will use multiple times. For example, we can start with the priority. The priority names will be same every time. The four or five priority will be there, and we are going to use the same things, right? So to use the drop down, I will go to first data and then data validation. So here we can see by default it is there, because drop down under the criteria you can see drop down on the top. There are so many other criteria we have under the validation, but we are going to use drop down for now. The first option we are going to put is high, then medium, then we can add low, Let's say you want to add one more highest. Okay, now if it is highest, you want to give it a color so that you will understand in one look, okay, what is the priority. Then the second one can be this one, and the third one can be in green, or let's say change the color for medium, and then low can be the same color, this one, and that's it. Now Chandler is working on social media. Let's say sort of social media campaigns is, for now it is not that important, so I will put it as a low. Right, now what I need to do next is I will copy it. Right, now Joy is working on SEO. Let's say it is very important for me, so I will put it as a highest. The Rachel is doing some vendor payments. It is also very important, but not the highest. It can be done tomorrow also. It can be done to after 2 days also. So I will put it as a high, not the highest. Client meetings. It is also very important. So let's say I am putting the highest. Performance marketing. Let's say everything is going well, but this particular, because this is sample data, right? For let's say this particular task for now, for today, or whenever we are talking to our team members, is not very important because Monica is already occupied in some other task. So I'm putting it as a medium. Email marketing, let's say it is very important, but it's regular task, so we can put it as a high. So now we have a option. We can see here the task priority. Once we created this priority list, we don't need to use, we don't need to like type multiple times. What we can do is, let's say in next time whenever I will assign a new task, I'm just mentioning here the new task. Okay, the new task will be, let's say, under digital marketing. Now what I will do, let's say the priority I need to assign this as a medium, so I will put it here as a medium. That's it. Now going forward, assign date. The date can be different, but date, I don't think date should I convert under the drop down, otherwise I will create it. Let's say I am putting today's date. If you will see date, I use the shortcut control plus semicolon, so you will easily get this. You, whenever you will use in any cell, you will get the current, you will get the current date. Now the deadline. Okay, so deadline is let's say deadline will be also some particular date only. So let's say I'm just giving, for every date I'm giving, let's say next week. These things will not be the part of drop down. Now status. Status will be also it will be like 4 or 5 types of status. So again I'm going to use drop down, data validation, add rule. Option 1 is done. So for done I will use green color. Now in progress. Now yet to start, let's say hold. In progress, yet to start, I think this is enough for now. In progress I'm putting this. This is done. Hold means, let's say this one, red color. Okay, now let's say social media campaign is not completed. First of all I will copy this particular things till here. Now what is the status? Social media campaign is in progress, so I will use this one. SEO, let's say whatever the task we needed to do, it is done, so I will put as done. Vendor payment. Vendor payment is yet to start, so I will put it like this. Client meeting is, I, whatever the client it was, they said like we don't want to meet you or something, it cancelled, right? So we will put it as a hold. Performance marketing, let's say it's also done, so we'll put it as a done. Then email marketing, let's say it's in progress, so we will use this. Yet to start, something like this. Yes, so this is done. Now for the week, I'm just removing this because I have to create every week name. Then let's say month. Now we have to track, like whenever you need to track which employee or which kind of task we have done in a particular month. Let's say if whenever you will do the quarterly review of your employees or annual review of your employees, and you are going to add all the tasks from the day one in this particular sheet, you will have a very good understanding if you will use month here, with their status, with their priority, everything. So you will have very good understanding like which employee has done which kind of task in which particular month. So let's say, uh, so here what I will do is I will use again data validation, then I will use a new rule drop down. Here I have to use Jan, but here the thing is there's 12 months, so I have to keep adding, right? So this is not a very good use case. What I need to do is we have an option in Google Sheet is like if you will simply write 2 month and then drag it, you will get the whole list, whole name, all the name of like month. So here you have a 12 months here. What you can do is select it, go to data validation, and add rule. See, all of these things are here all together. And for here you don't need like any like color or something. It's okay, you can just simply put it like this and done. Now you can remove everything because there is no use of these things now. What you can do is you can simply select which month. Let's say Feb, let's say again Jan, let's say Feb, any whichever the month you want to select as per your requirement, you can use it. So here you can see you have used the priority. So let's say I'm going to use a lot of different tasks again. Let's say these things will repeat again. Okay, so we can simply put it here. We can assign, okay, this is the task, right? Then we can, let's say next day again there will be new set of tasks, so we can put these names. You can decide what is the deadline. Okay, now you can again, what is the status yet to start, you to start. For example, you are discussing with your team members and you are discussing what kind of task you are going to pick now and what kind of task you are going to pick next month or next quarter. So you can add all this thing, and you can add this particular status like yet to start, and you can assign the month, like which month you are going to pick these things, right? Or which month it was picked up and it completed. At the same time, what you can do is like you can apply the filter here, and you can check how many tasks we have which are highest priority, so that you will have an understanding the task where the priority was the highest. And then you can check what is the status. You can see, okay, this was the highest priority but it is on the hold, right? So this way you can create like you can create a to-do list, and drop down is one feature which you need and which you should do it. So if we talk about the particularly drop down here, I think there's two way you can create. One is just select a cell and then click on the data, and then click on data validation and add the rule and keep adding the options. The second option is if you have a list of values like which I did for the month Jan to December. If you have that kind of list, just add mention those list in Google Sheet and select them, and again go to data and click on data validation and whatever the values you will have selected, it will show here, and then that's it, and you can click done, and it will be there. So this is it in this video. If you like this video and if you want to see more dashboards, more to-do list on my channel, I request you to follow my channel, and we will surely will come up with a new video, and I hope it will be helpful for you. Thank you for your time.